case there was found. You were away from wrestling for a while. How special is it to have these positive feelings about pro wrestling again?
I'm sick of crying. Today's been brutal crying. First time I cried today is when they showed me my ring jacket. They replaced the skull and bones with the silhouette of Larry. I started crying. After my match, somebody came up to me. I don't need to say who, and they were just like, "You're gonna hate me for saying this, but I do this because of you." You know, I saw Straight Edge Society, and I was blown away. And I went to WrestleMania to watch you and Rey Mysterio. And I got into wrestling because of you. And I didn't know that this particular individual got into wrestling or anything because of me. So it's just, man, I'll put it to you like this. I love Bret Hart, and Bret Hart's career was cut short, and it's a goddamn tragedy because there's people that go over Saudi Arabia and they get paid millions of dollars, and you know that should have been Bret, you know. And I just feel super fortunate and grateful and appreciative that I got a second chance, you know. I'd give it up in a heartbeat to give it to Bret. But I'm going to enjoy it. And I just love that motherfucker so much, you know. Like, he's the greatest, and he was right. He was fucking, Bret Hart is always right.
Punk, thank you. Punk, Nick Hausman with Wrestling Inc. You participated in a very emotional Esquire piece in the past week or so, and I think it showed a lot of people a different side of you that I don't know that I ever expected you to do that and put that out there like that. How did you get sold on participating in that, and what does it mean to you to have the full story, at least from your perspective, the perspective of many others in your life?
Oh man, I don't know. It's not the full story. All that stuff is really, really hard to talk about. I don't like talking about myself, like, you know, and especially about all that stuff. But again, I think it's pretty important to illustrate that I came out on the other side. You know what I mean? All that shit could have destroyed me, you know, being unjustly sued, and, you know, a lot of people could have stood up, said something, helped out, you know, but they didn't because, you know, they value their jobs or whatever. And, you know, a lot of them are now fired and work here now too, so that's always interesting. It's just important to show people that, you know, recognize when you got a second chance, jump on it, and be grateful and appreciative, you know. I think so it's important to tell those painful stories.
Next question.
Jose Montesino from Lucha Libre Online. First of all, I want to thank you. I have this tattoo here. I tattooed this when I have 14, 15 years old. I'm going to explain you why.
I'm just going to keep crying. It's cool.
I was in high school, and I was having a lot of issues with people. I was realizing that
I have a lot of issues with people, too.
I realized that society was having a lot of issues, and watching you raise your voice helped me to be the guy that I am today. With that being said, who do you see in the back and you say, hey, this guy reminds me of me when I was beginning?
I mean, I just look at like every single young kid. I think there's a lot of young kids back here. They're barely 25. You know, some are teenagers, and I think it's important to treat them the way I wanted to be treated by people that were in, you know, management roles and abuse them. You know, I think it's important to listen to every voice back there. And again, my way's not the right way, but you know, we can always talk about stuff and figure out what the best idea is, and just I try to just kind of lead by example. I don't, I never pretended to be a leader or anything like that. I just try to treat people the way I wanted to be treated, and hope that they can, maybe learn from watching or asking questions or stuff like that. There's a lot of people. I waste all your time because I would just literally name everybody in the locker room. I do think, just from a youth movement standpoint, AEW is in really, really good hands.